fantastic. Thank you very much. So the conversation today is going to be around global supply chain and the disruption. Mark, tell us, what have you learnt about the impact within different sectors, and what sort of conversation and trends are you seeing right now?
Well, in supply chain, we've been risk analysing supply chain now, even at an academic level where it's taught at universities such as Plymouth, do a very good supply chain management degree. So we're looking at risks, and long before COVID, we had Brexit, which is a real Achilles heel in the supply chain. Most people are smart enough to realise that when they press their button on Amazon, if we don't have trade agreements, if it's not coming from inside our own shores, i.e. made here, there's going to be an impact on supply chain with that. And prior to COVID, with people stockpiling dry spaghetti and toilet rolls, we had what we term as the key strategic risks that we foresaw with supply chain, and these may materialise and may not. But most people are aware of the South China Sea, what's going on in there with China, with its effectively ocean population, ocean land grab and building there. You've got the Indian subcontinent around Sri Lanka, which built a huge logistic network there, which was the Chinese, again, Asian footprint in that ocean. The Port of Aden, hugely influential to us in supply chain and shipping. Due to the nature of the country that it's situated in, that may become unusable, which again will cause us huge issues. You had the Hanjin collapse, which was completely unforeseen. A global logistic provider, maritime, and if we stack the containers that are currently in the ocean at the time of the collapse, we could just about reach the moon, I think the stats say. And finally, the North Sea corridor, the North Atlantic corridor, coming across when the polar ice melts across the northern part of Russia there. But of course, the sovereign country, Vladimir wouldn't want his chunk of change for you using that route. It is much quicker, but it does have its own integral risks. And this comes down to where we as a nation procure what we procure, and where the hard and fast minerals come from that we get those. Example, America, they want to go quite secular with their insourcing, yet their country produces very little, if any, aluminium. It all comes from elsewhere, namely Canada and a few others. So the raw materials need to be brought in. So supply chain either brings in the product or brings in the raw materials for the country to make the product.